ability to feel and our ability to use critical thinking and combine those two things. What advice do you have in the tech space, Grant, to make the most of AI?
I think embracing this technology is a good thing. And I think that you might have heard a lot of negative things about it, but I think that it is the future. It's the same thing as Googling. We're going to look back at this news.
It's the internet of this space, yeah.
We're going to watch this on whatever future YouTube later, like 20 years from now. We're going to laugh
you're calling
at how...
me history, dude. We're not history yet.
No, this will be history. And you look at similar like news pieces done about Google back like 30 years ago and the fear-mongering around that. We can do this responsibly. We just need to steer it. It's a ship that's going in a certain direction. That's why policy is so important and why letting the government take a look at what we're doing instead of corporations is very important. And there's so many ways we can do it ethically. You can run large language models on your phone locally through apps now, which is really exciting. So understand it, embrace it.
And that's very much the South African way. You know, there's some kid cooking up something like that to sidestep every major telecoms company in the world right now, because South Africans love doing that sort of thing. And then hopefully he'll get his 500 billion when it comes out. Just to put it all in perspective, gents, I can remember being taught what a mouse was with an actual little plastic mouse that was showing us what a mouse was. Looking at this computer, I am, buddy, I know. Now, if you want to know more about any of what we've been talking about, go get a university degree, and the professor will teach you officially. But thank you so much. Like. Exactly, and I would imagine his classes are really fun. He doesn't go by the prof there either. You guys are amazing.
Opal Graham.
Opal Graham,
yeah,
thank
cool.
you. And that's going to stick now, be careful. OK, well, we can always put back in what life takes out, and it generally starts with movement. So let's energize on this Monday morning.
Oh, I'm so ready for that. Mondays are where momentum begins, and today's session is designed to fire up your system, but also clear out the weekend cobwebs. You and I know exactly what I'm talking about. Fitness trainer Dylan Petersen is here to guide us through a powerful start, helping you move with intent and set the tone for a focused and also productive week ahead. That's what I wish for us. Dylan, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much. Good morning, everybody.
I said go easy on me today, but you don't have to, okay? We are definitely here for any kind of fitness that we're getting into. So how do we start on a Monday?
So first of all, what we want to try and do is try and activate the body, prep for what's to come. So we're going to do a nice warm-up.
Okay.
We go to some mobility exercises. The first one's going to be a child pose into a cobra. So you go onto the mat. Okay, hands shoulder width apart. Okay, and all we're going to do is shift those hips back, decompress the spine a bit, head in between your shoulders. And all we want to do is shift those hips down into the ground. You go for 5 seconds.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. Get this mobility nice and working. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the spine is nice and active. Okay, next up we're going to do adductor sit-backs. We go the left leg out, toe pointing forward, making sure the opposite knee's under the hip, and all you want to do is shift that hips back and make sure that knee stays nice and straight.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice
like
one.
we're activating muscles I didn't know I had. And English I didn't know. I lax.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch it up. The right hand side, then for 5 seconds, yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next one we're going to do as a dynamic world greatest stretch. First one's up in the push-up position. Step with the left foot, open up. When we come back inside, reverse the back leg, step with the right leg, open up. There we go. Let's walk for 5 seconds. Yeah, let's get that central nervous system working. 2, 4, 3, 2, and on the right hand side, create balance in the body and relax. Okay, let's jump on our feet now. Next one's called adductor shifts. So all we're going to do is go left to right, open up a bit more there. Yeah, keep the toes pointing forward. Just got the hip flexors now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great stuff. Next one, last one, we're going to talk good morning. Feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent, and all we're going to do is put our chest towards the ground. Feel that hamstrings open up and come back up. We'll walk for 5 seconds. 4.
Why is this called a good morning?
3, because when you rise in the morning, you lift the head up first, eh? 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, main workouts.
Good morning.
It's a nice workout. First of all, we're going to start with the wall sit.
Okay.
You know, for 15 seconds, all we're going to do the wall sit.
All right, find a wall, feel good, fam.
Yeah.
We're in this together. My legs are already shaking.
Let's hold it for 15 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Woo.
5.
You better be joining us in our workout. I can't be
3,
doing this alone.
2, 1. Next, we're going to do
You're not too bad.
Spider-Man extensions. Okay, body on the stomach. feet on the floor, hands up, elbows up, and you're gonna extend to like you're gonna hug your head. We're gonna go for 15 reps, okay? Yeah. 2, 3, feel that 4, feel that lats kicking back with the shoulders. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 5 more, 4 more, 3 more.
So which muscles is this working? Back,
one for our shoulders, and up we get. We're gonna flip around. Okay, onto our backs. Okay, this one's called the ISO bridge hold. So you're gonna lift the right leg or the left leg. You decide which one you start with first, and all we're gonna do is drive the foot up and hold it for 15 seconds. So get that glutes nice and fired.
Is your leg straight or bent? Does it
Bend
matter?
straight as long as it's up in the air.
Okay.
And the opposite leg is lying on the glutes. And hold there. We're almost there, Chris. We're almost there.
No,
Let's
I'm
keep
good.
fighting.
Don't even worry
5,
about me.
4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna switch. Yep. Leg up.
Okay, feel good, fam.
Hold
Your
there.
leg better be in the air right now.
5, 4,
Let's do
3,
this.
2,
1.
Let's go one more round.
Right leg up.
Right leg up, left leg down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last switch. Let's hold it there for me. One more time. 5,
What is this working?
4 for your glutes.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, gonna flip around again. You're gonna go into a push-up,
Okay.
or you can do a modified push-up. You're gonna start on your stomach with me, and shoulder width apart, and all we're gonna do is drive up. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna go for 10, 2, 3, good. 4, 5,
You're telling me that I can do push-ups?
6.
This is not as bad.
Yeah, man. Keep it simple, keep it moving.
Keep it moving. I like that. Keep it simple. keep it
9,
moving.
and 10. Okay. Next exercise, we're gonna flip it to the back now. Again,
Okay.
like we're breakdancing.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Okay, this one's called a bird dog. So you're gonna be hands up in the air. Okay, and the opposite leg goes with the opposite arm. So the left leg drops, the right leg goes back.
Ooh,
making sure
coordination.
we're keeping that lower back on the floor. Yeah. And we switch. Let's go for 10. That's 1, 2, 3,
Tell me this is working in the core because
correct, 4. Yes, fire up that core.
my 2
5.
abs are on fire right now.
Movement Monday. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's get up on our
10.
feet. Yeah.
Dill. Absolutely not. Okay, we'll continue in the background, Expresso fan. Make sure that you either join us on Instagram or go ahead and join us live on your TV or YouTube. So then where can people find you online so that they too could do this
I
at
am
home?
on Instagram, so @Petersen. Find all some videos there if you need to beginner workouts,
Beautiful.
intermediate, and to advanced level fitness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we are advanced level fitness right here on your
Yes,
Feel Good fam. I'm going to throw it over to Gray and we'll continue in the background. Okay, where are we going next?
Next up, we're going to do a lateral skate jump.
Okay, you're going to have
Okay,
to
let's
split
start
your
on the right
consciousness right now because while you've got one eye on his timeline, I want you to go and check out Connor Foster's timeline as well and not take an eye off your TV, okay? So you might need to engage the third eye, but you need to see this young man sing. Just get a little taste of Connor Foster's talent before we let it explode all over the studio. He is amazing and he is so, so young to be achieving what he is achieving. And then we shall celebrate with some grilled lamb chops. Absolutely beautiful comfort food. It's, I think, one of the pinnacle red meats, but you've got to get it right. And we'll show you how after this. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. The inspiration is pumping this morning, and it comes in the form of a young rising star. And I stress the word young because in this lane you don't often see this. Connor Foster is a little guy from Bonteheuwel in Cape Town with a big heart and a massive personality. He is a vibrant young talent with a voice full of heart and a dream that is taking flight as we speak. And whether it's performing at school concerts, at gospel shows, even opening shows, or on live TV in front of millions, he is capturing hearts all over the city. So let's give him a massive feel-good welcome. Pew, 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 pew. Even with my breaking voice, I will give it all to you, my friend. Connor, how are you, young man?
I'm doing very good, and thank you so much for having me, and I'm really excited to be here.
I can see it, man, and Mommy is also as excited. I hope we're going to sneak a camera onto her. We absolutely love her. Gaynor, thank you so much for being here. Connor, I say thank you to your mom because she would have had a hand in creating this. This awesome young person sat beside us. Thank you so much for being here and for being brave enough to do what you do. I've got kids who love to perform and sing, maybe not brave enough to get onto a stage like yours. Where did this come from, buddy?
So when I was so small, my mommy has been singing so much, and I really got interested in it, and I kept asking her, when is it my turn? So my mommy made a decision when I was
There
8.
we go.
She decided to bring me out to the world, and so from that onwards, I was singing. I sang for the Klopse.
Sure.
And for the Malay, but the Klopse, my mommy was actually nervous at first for me. I was actually also nervous because there was a lot of people, but when I took the stage, but then my nerves just went away, and I just took the stage, and guess what?
What?
I won.
Oh, you see. No, I didn't even need to guess that because you have that vibe about you. You love it, I can see. What is it? You are literally bouncing off the walls to sing, and I have heard the sound check. You are in for something this morning. What does it feel like when you're on that stage? Because I know that feeling of nerves turning into excitement, but I can't sing like you, buddy. When you are in full flight, when that voice is going, what does that feel like?
So when I used to sing, I always said to myself, my voice, I love my voice so much.
That's awesome.
I kept singing, I kept learning songs, I studied it, I didn't just sing it, I kept studying it till I got the song in my head. Because if I remember, like when I was so like 7 years old or 6 years old, I was starting to sing like Disney songs, High School Musical and stuff like that. So from onwards, then I sang from Frozen, Let It Go, and all that.
Lost in the Woods is my favorite because that's just my favorite Frozen song, and I've watched Frozen about 3,000 times. Okay, so I've earned the right to have a favorite song. What is your favorite genre? Because I get a feeling you could pretty much sing anything. And I don't want to box you into one genre now, but what do you enjoy singing now? What's your sweet spot?
So my sweet spot is Whitney Houston. I love Celine Dion. I love all the nice singers because I always listen to their music. I study it. Then I normally sing it for shows and for events.
How is it difficult for you to hit those notes? Because now, you know, the whole nation's just looked up because you've mentioned Whitney, Celine. I was waiting for Mariah to come out, and I'm sure you could you've got the chops to do that as well. Do you find it a challenge to hit? Because that's an area where very few vocalists can go.
Not really, but I normally, like, I can hit, like, I have a higher vocal range, but the thing is, I also need to be careful for the high notes because there are times when we have to breathe in order to get to the high notes. It is a bit difficult to hit the high notes.
See, that's what I've been telling everybody, but no one listens to my advice. I constantly have to tell this talentless crew, okay, if we want to hit the high notes, we got to be careful. That is crazy. I'm looking at a little boy, all due respect, a young person talking to me like you've been in this game for decades, dude, and that is amazing to me. It makes me kind of suddenly realize you're still in school, you've still got kid stuff to do with your life. Do you find like you're already living your career and the future's kicked in, or do you still feel like a kid? How do you feel about how fast your life is moving?
I do still feel like a kid, but the thing is, when I keep singing, I feel like I think my career has been starting as a singer.
It has, because by virtue of the fact that you are on this show, we call this the manifestation station, because this is where life manifests in your industry. It's the most powerful place for an artist to be, which is great. So let's do some manifesting right now. What do you want for your future? And I know you've still got a lot of planning to do because you are very young. What do you want for your future? What's your dream?
So my dream is to like sing for the Springboks and for the national anthem.
Ooh.
And I would also like to sing for Robin Peters for the Grand West show.
Okay.
And
I like the naughty little glances to camera just to reinforce
just to,
with
like,
Robin and with Mommy.
sing
Yeah.
where the way those singers are here in this country, I would also love to be there too.
I think that's a very good thing to put on your vision board, because that will manifest. And I know Robin is probably watching right now because he loves this show. So, Uncle Robsies, we love you. Blow him a kiss. Give him a massive hug if you're in the room with him. Of course, we've got your gorgeous mom, just as excited as we are to see you perform this morning. So, what are you going to perform for us? What have you chosen
So I
for the
got
list today?
3 songs.
Okay.
The first is Greatest Love of All. Second, Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh, my word.
And the last and the least song that everybody knows, Never Enough.
Why? Because he can, okay? It's as simple as that. You're wonderful. You've remained so humble through what has been a very quick rise into quite a big spotlight. So continue in that way, my friend, because people love you, and that's the most important part of this industry, is that people want to work with you. It's not just the talent, it's being an awesome human being as well, and you've ticked that box. Connor Foster on your Feel Good Breakfast show. You've heard the playlist. Has he got the chops to sing those songs you are asking yourself? Well, you'll have to watch to find out. I have a feeling he does.
Well, I'll tell you about chops right now, Gray. Lamb chops in particular, while we wait for Connor. Today we're cooking up a dish that's always just a hit, okay? We're talking about grilled lamb chops. They're juicy and flavorful and do not take long to make, most importantly. Great for family dinners or even on braais, so I would love to jump right in. And of course, I'm going to bring my G-man, my Gray, on over to help me. It doesn't take too many hands or too many ingredients, but I think the smell alone will have him drift on over like those cartoons. Remember that one?
Oh, I was just really drifting on a smell. I dig that.
Very cute.
You know, my dad joke level has reached a point now where I don't even need to think about the punchline anymore. I thought you were going to call me over with a chop joke, okay, which was warranted.
Lamb chops.
Lamb chops
You love them.
They are something
I knew
special,
it.
but it feels like because they're a premium protein, let's
They
call
are.
it, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you feel like you don't want to mess them up.
I know,
because
and
you've
you
spent a lot.
can't.
You've invested in this red meat.
A
okay?
bond. That's worth a bond right there.
but-
Although this looks like a serving for one. I feel
For me, I thought that's what it was. I thought it was
That's
just a
it.
little entree. But what I do love about lamb in particular, first of all, we get the best lamb in the world.
We do.
In South Africa, the Karoo lamb is on another level. There are certain flavors that just work, and that feeds into my flavor profile. And
Are you
the
already looking and
rosemary,
seeing?
rosemary lamb,
Time.
just magical. So,
me take
yeah,
you
it doesn't
through this
require a
thing.
lot, but
At all.
you got to get it right, yeah?
Well, I'm going to try my best to not disappoint
Sorry, no, I
everybody.
wasn't meaning like you've
That's a
got
lot
to
of
get it
pressure,
right.
is all I'm saying. Okay, olive oil, balsamic vinegar. That is what we're doing. We're going in with some garlic as well. And while this is all happening, our grill is getting heated because we want it pretty hot. Thank you, Gray. We're going to go in with some salt. And then we're going to go in with just a little bit of pepper.
Sorry,
we don't want to
I'm not running out of
overpower.
studio. I'm just washing my hands quickly.
I've already disappointed him. He's gone. He's out the kitchen. We're going to go
Oh,
in
you
with
got
a
it
little
covered.
bit of lemon. And then, of course, that we were talking about the herbs. I love thyme. It's my favorite herb. And then I've learned you got to strip them. So I'm going to strip that on in.
And I
Strip
think
your
that getting
herbs.
hands-on with your herbs helps
Yes.
to kind of, I suppose, in drinking, you muddle it. You want to kind of bruise those leaves, get the oils coming out,
'Cause it already-
the fragrance,
My fingers smell so
throw
good.
some out of the bowl. Just
You know, it's part of the recipe. You got to strip your next herb. Not lavender. What is this one called? The rosemary.
And keep rosemary in your garden. Apparently, it's great for pests. It's a very hardy plant. I think it looks lovely.
It does.
You know,
It
it's kind of like
smells good.
lavender. It's got that kind of vibe where it looks good. And I love growing my own herbs. It just makes me feel wholesome.
Do you? What kind of herbs do you grow, Greg?
Anything that'll grow in my garden. It's kind of seasonal. I do love a lot of fresh basil, so I'll try and grow that.
Okay.
But I do grow rosemary. And we've started branching out. I'll grow thyme if I can.
Nice.
Haven't grown sage yet.
Oh.
But we've just started with strawberries. And I've got strawberries coming in the middle of winter. I know it's not a herb. And potatoes we have grown, and they grow unbelievably well. I haven't started on carrots yet, albeit I am working on a patch of earth about the size of our oven. And we're growing a few other little things as well.
Yeah, of
We've
course.
got green
We love
fingers,
herbs.
and
Okay.
we love being able to go from your little garden to the table. And
I
again,
always
kids
see
love it.
that.
It's magical,
Just with
man.
your like little basket, picking things along the way. All right,
Prancing,
so
I
this
pranced
is
in my
already a
garden.
tender meat, so it doesn't require much, but you can marinate it for about 30 minutes to 2 hours max because you don't want to go over that. And then
For
we're going to
sure.
go ahead and...
And I've got some tongs for you to
Thank
use
you.
once you are going. And I suppose I'm of two minds, and there's a QR code on your screen right now if you want to cook along with us, scan that, easy peasy. I'm going to talk a little bit louder because that beautiful sound of the sizzling griddle pan. I'm always caught between two polarities with my red meat. Because I'm
Okay.
all about rendering the fat to get the flavor. I like a crispy lamb chop.
Right.
But I don't like, especially with this kind of red meat, an overdone or well-done lamb chop. You want
A little bit of
red.
medium.
Yeah. So I'll tend
Okay.
towards the medium. So often what I'll do is I'll skewer, if I'm working on a braai,
Yeah.
I'll skewer the chops together almost as one side of beef. So I've got that, the fat as one surface layered on, crisp that up, and then
So
obviously...
you start this way. You would
Yeah,
like
so
cook
on
that
its
up a
on the
little.
fat side like that, just to really crisp that up. Because for me, the flavor is just golden. I mean, it is such a beautiful meat because of the natural fats in it. So that for me, I kind of like the best of both worlds. But I will lean towards a more well-done chop because I like the crispy fat. Simple as that.
Oh, especially on a braai.
Yeah.
I mean, with that smoky flavor, it just kind of adds to everything.
I suppose for me, then I would reason it out that I would do maybe my steaks on a super hot fire.
There you go.
And then maybe these on a medium fire or medium heat
A
because it's
medium
got an
heat grill.
adjustment, of course. That looks absolutely beautiful.
Isn't
and I
that
suppose
good?
it's
Quick and
magical.
easy.
Yeah, and if you're working with small chops, you can really be on and off in a couple of minutes. I love this for
Basic
us
with
on a
some
Monday morning for
flavor.
breakfast. And of course, you can go to expressoshow.com and cook along. Then as for your sides, you can have a whole lot of fun. And if you scan the QR code, you can literally have fun and cook yourself this breakfast right now. And they look beautiful.
Don't they?
And I think all we've done as our sides is lemon and a bit of
That's
thyme
all
because
you
we're just
need.
on a protein kick this morning. But I would imagine maybe some mash could be really nice with something like this, something kind of soft to
I would like a
balance.
rocket salad.
Ooh, something
The
fresh
pepper,
and poppy.
Yeah.
Or you can start working on your sides right now. We'll see you after the break. Very well done.
Yum. Ooh, look at the light.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. With 1 hour lapsed, let's get into the second one with your national news headlines, where Parliament's Cooperative Governance Portfolio Committee has drawn a red line on corruption and dysfunction in municipalities, targeting the Free State's 23 local governments. Now, the committee's new joint oversight model demands quarterly reports aligned with Auditor General instructions to improve governance. Chairperson Zweli Mkhize said failing municipalities will face consequences if no progress is shown. Now, the Free State is considered home to the worst-run municipalities in the country, prompting stronger intervention to reverse poor financial management and restore accountability at local level. In other news in the country, FlySafair says it will maintain a reduced but stable flight schedule as some pilots return to duty amid the ongoing strike. Now, Solidarity members rejected the latest company offer, continuing industrial action that began last week. The dispute centers not on wages, but on demanding more predictable rosters and at least one guaranteed weekend off per month. Now, pilots blame the airline's algorithm-based scheduling system for eroding rest and family time. Seat availability remains limited as the scale-down operations continue across the network. In your international news making headlines, Israel says it will suspend military activity for 10 hours daily in parts of Gaza to allow humanitarian aid deliveries, following alarming reports of malnutrition and civilian deaths. Now, Jordan and UAE airdropped 25 tons of aid, while the Red Crescent sent over 100 food trucks via the Kerem Shalom crossing. The UN pledged to ramp up relief efforts during ceasefire windows. Now, Gaza's health ministry says 133 people, including 87 children, have died of hunger since the conflict intensified. Meanwhile, an Islamic State-linked group, the Allied Democratic Forces, has killed dozens in a brutal attack in northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, at least 20 worshippers were slain during a church vigil in Komanda, with shops and homes torched in the aftermath. The Islamic State-linked group, originally from Uganda, has been increasingly active in DR Congo and accused of frequent civilian attacks. Now, analysts say nearly 90% of the Islamic State's operations now occur through African affiliates, raising alarm across the continent. Ending up your 7 o'clock news here in a heartwarming Mandela Month gesture, Oudtshoorn residents in the Little Karoo came together to rebuild the dilapidated home of a 75-year-old woman. Now spearheaded by Philip Saru, the project saw local businesses, police, correctional services, and caring individuals donate time, materials, and skills to restore dignity and comfort to Oma's life. The house had no doors, windows, or even a ceiling until Saru felt moved to act. With unwavering support from the community, the crumbling structure was transformed into a safe and loving home. Now, this act of kindness shows the true spirit of Mandela Day: unity, compassion, and practical help for those in need. A great reminder to continue Nelson Mandela Day, not only on the 18th of July, but every single moment. So we close up your 7 o'clock news. Here are your sporting highlights with Gray.
I like it. Let's just introduce a new operating system called the Madiba 2.0, and we'll all live on that every single day. Well, let's be inspired by some sporting achievements this weekend. It was a big one. Tadej Pogacar, of course, winning his 4th Tour de France title in Paris, wrapping up a dominant 3-week performance with victory by over 4 minutes on that final stage. Wout van Aert, he did claim the final stage win on Montmartre. That was after dropping Pogacar on the final climb. Jonas Vingegaard, he settled for 2nd overall. Very strong tour for him. But it must be said, breakout German star Florian Lipovitz certainly putting his hand up, taking 3rd on debut. Excuse me. Now let's get on to four wheels as Oscar Piastri extended his Formula One championship lead with a masterful win in a rain-hit Belgian Grand Prix yesterday. The Aussie passed McLaren teammate Lando Norris early and then held firm to clinch his 6th win of the season. Charles Leclerc, he took 3rd ahead of Max Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton still in the mix. He fought from the pit lane to finish in 7th ultimately. Then we turn on to cricket. Heartbreak for South Africa's Matt Henry held his nerve in a very dramatic final over to help New Zealand edge South Africa by 3 runs in their T20 International Tri-Series final in Harare. Talk about tense. Defending just 7 of the last 6 balls, Henry took 2 wickets and gave away only 3 runs. That is a bowling masterclass. The win sealing an unbeaten run for New Zealand in the tournament. And of course, lots of progress for the Proteas as well through it. Now, speaking of progress, the Springbok women delivered a spirited performance that highlighted their growth in Cape Town, but they fell 34-26 short to New Zealand's Black Ferns 15 in their first of the two clashes scheduled. So despite outscoring the hosts 6 tries to 4, the visitors were made to work hard throughout. Aseza Hele scoring twice for South Africa. And of course, they'll take a lot of heart from a combative display against, let's be honest, one of the most well-oiled machines in world rugby at the moment. They are phenomenal. So well done, ladies. Just so much growth over the last year. And that's where we leave our sport for now. I think the roads should be working up. Hopefully not too much to report on.
Well, thank you, G-Man. Let's get into your roads for the first time this morning. Well, out in Cape Town, there is congestion on the M5 North, and that is before the N2 inbound ramp. I do expect delays and remain, of course, patient during this time. Sticking in Cape Town, or at least moving from Cape Town to Centurion, there is congestion on the N1 southbound between Olifantsfontein Road and Brankfontein interchange. Now, if you are using this route, expect heavy delays and additional travel time. Now let's move over to KwaZulu-Natal, where there's a crash on the N2 northbound before Ramtumgeni Road interchange on the M19. Now, the right lane is closed, so do drive carefully and avoid rubbernecking where possible. So where we leave your roads, let's have a look at what's happening in your weather. Well, in your weather news, the South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions out in the Namakwa district of the Northern Cape. Authorities are urging residents to take precautions. Now, in environmental news this morning, 3 suspected rhino poachers were arrested in Paul Pietersburg on Saturday with 2 unlicensed rifles and a rhino horn. Now, they are expected to appear in the Vryheid Magistrates Court today. Meanwhile, the Oscar-nominated short film, The Last Ranger, continues to make waves both locally and abroad, spotlighting South Africa's poaching crisis and the emotional and environmental toll of rhino killings. For now, let's get into that sunrise view of the hour, and representing East London, we have Villy on a boat. I mean, come on, free Villy. This is amazing. I love the fact that you are out there living your best life and, of course, taking us along with you on the sails with the sun in the background just rising over the gorgeous waters there. Wow, Villy, thank you for sharing that morning view with us. The best I've seen so far. 19 degrees is what you can expect in East London. And if you think that you could beat that, 0630369649 is how you get in touch. For now, though, let's get into your temperatures for the rest of Mzansi.
All right, so I know we hit you with a lot of heavy stuff on a Monday morning because kind of life works like that. So let's offset that with some money. If you play your Monday Daily Lotto, there is an estimated 500,000 Rand sitting in that jackpot this morning. So come on, go and get those tickets. You can do it in store as soon as they open. You can go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking setup, or you can just dial *120 *7529# and get USSD straight to you. All the details will be up on the Expresso socials, so go and check them out, and then time to push to play your Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand that could be yours. Good luck.
You say yours.
Yeah, I was giving you side eye. Listen, girl, I don't know if the people are ready. We've heard a sound check.
My goodness, how does one even reach those notes on a Monday morning? Out of all mornings, Connor Foster's standing by, and he's going to give us an incredible performance in just a little bit. And then we have to touch base with some stuff in the sporting world that I think everybody in the country was glued to their screens and couldn't help but wonder when the boys are getting home safely. And we've got their coach, Jesse Julius, who's stopping by to let us know exactly what went down.
He's a hero. I speak on behalf of the parents of the children that he was with. He is a hero, and we'll get their story, as insane as it is, after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. As Mandela Month comes to a close, we are all reminded of the strength of unity, what that really means. Resilience, Ubuntu. I know we live it, but you gotta feel it. Values that came to life literally in the story of a group of young soccer players from Cape Town who were left stranded in Portugal after an international tournament.
My goodness, and through it all, their coach that we have on the couch this morning, Jesse Julius, remained a steady and determined presence, rallying support and guiding the team with care and calm. Now, South Africans from all walks of life stepped in to help, with public figures like Tracy Langer using their platforms to raise awareness and, of course, drive action. And this morning, we're joined by Coach Jesse Julius himself to reflect on a journey that not only has brought his team safely home, but reminds us of that true spirit of togetherness.
Oh, can we give him a round of applause, please? Welcome back, son. Welcome back.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, I'm sure it got a little hairy out there. Well, thank you. Thank you for looking after these kids. And I say that on behalf of the parents and all parents out there, because it must have been a terrifying prospect. When did you kind of know things were going south? Talk us through how this kind of descended into the scene that we were greeted to in international global media.
Yeah, good morning, and thank you for having me.
Love you.
Yeah, I think we jetted off leaving South Africa on the 6th of July. Unknowing, excited and everything. Partaking in the tournament that started on the 8th of July. The boys and the girls, because we took a girls team as well, they did fairly well.
Sure.
And then I think as the tournament drew to a close, it was a day before the tournament. We unfortunately got kicked out one day before the tournament ended. But I think also to the excitement of the kids now to also explore the country that they're in. So we're roaming the streets of Spain, everyone is excited. We know that in 2 days' time we should go home, or in a day's time we should go home. That's when we started to make contact with the management team that was left behind in South Africa. Just trying to ask them for the information of the flight details so that we can check the kids in, so we don't have a hassle when we get to the airport, you know, obtaining the boarding passes and everything. We then were told that we will get the information in an hour's time, which we were, okay, that's fine, no problem.
More time for ice cream?
Yeah, more time for ice cream. 1 hour turned into 2, 2 turned into 3, and then we still didn't think much of it, and then 3 hours turned into a day. So then we started to become alarmed. The next day, same process. We asked, can we get the details? We don't want to rush because, I mean, obviously, we're traveling with 35 kids,
Sure.
of which we have minors as well.
Yeah.
And obviously, we want to make sure that we make this process as smooth as possible. Same thing happened. 1 hour turned into 2, 2 into 3, and another day. I think then as the coaches, we got together and said, no, man, something doesn't seem right here. What we then did was we demanded a bit of more information, put a bit of pressure to the management team. If we don't obtain this information, we have to take matters into our own hands. What we then did was we approached the embassy in Spain, went there, told them what's happening. They got in contact with the management team, and then that's when we found out that there was no return flights home.
Wow.
Yeah.
For 35 plus people, because it's you guys
Yeah.
as well.
And traveling with 2 kids is stressful enough, buddy. I can't even imagine.
Wait, how did you manage to remain level-headed when you received this information, or what was going
Did
through your
you?
mind? Yeah.
No, I think what kept myself and the other coaches grounded was the sense of responsibility of who we are responsible for, you know. I mean, like, here 35 families are represented, so obviously we have to stay calm in that situation. And obviously, often in like high pressure moments, I try to remind myself not to panic, you know, because obviously if we as coaches stay calm, that can also then rub off on the kids to also stay calm, because I don't think panic, you know, helps in moments like
You're
that.
right.
Yeah.
No,
You're right.
completely. If anything, you need to be as calm and grounded and centered as you can be.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, though, in those sorts of situations. And these kids, this is already them way out of their comfort zone. I would imagine for a lot of them, a first international trip, maybe the first time they've seen their own passport.
Yeah.
It's already crazy. How did they react in that moment? And how did you kind of keep their spirits up? Because one day turned into another day, turned into another day. It just didn't quit.
I think, Graham, that kids are very smart. So they noticed, look, something is not okay. And then I think what we did do is, like I said, the messages from the people was phenomenal. That helped us
so
as
glad.
coaches. And obviously how we communicate what was happening was also important. I think one of the major things for us as the coaches was transparency.
Yes.
Honesty
Don't
and
talk down to them.
transparency.
Yes, man.
And I think, like, if we honest with kids, because they can see right through us, it's important.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing or the take home for us was that we were honest, we were transparent, but we also reminded them that we were with them in the situation.
Yes.
And we tried to remind them, obviously, at all times, that we will all get to the other side.
And therefore they trust you.
And you've proven that. So now they've actually, what could have been a traumatic, and I'm sure it was on a level, has now turned into one of their greatest triumphs. And a triumph that they've shared literally with like the whole country.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. What happened to get you guys home? Of course, we saw it happening here on the
Where
ground.
did you sleep?
Tracy was behind it, and a couple of other people. So what actually transpired?
So what had happened was we traveled back then from the area in which we played, which was San Sebastian in Spain. We traveled, took a bus 5 hours back to Madrid, and then we stayed in an accommodation in Madrid, Madrid Central. We're there for about 1 to 2 days. Then it also became complicated because now we were kicked out of the hotel because we didn't pay the accommodation in full, or at least, let me say, the management didn't settle the account in full.
Wow.
So on our way to the embassy coming back, we now found out our kids were sitting outside in a park with all their luggage. You know, so that for me was heartbreaking. And obviously, I think it calls for us as coaches and whoever was responsible for these kids to go beyond the call of duty.
That's a gut check.
go.
And yeah, I think what was important was also the moment we alerted the embassy to this, we had to inform the parents as well with what was happening. Parents were great. Obviously, most of them frantic, but there were those, you know, supportive ones that were keeping us sane.
Didn't add to the pressure.
Yeah.
How did you get back? How did this come to be?
So South Africa made it happen. You know, the people of Cape Town made it happen. Influential people like Tracy Lang, her husband Avukile, South Diaz, Tag Airlines.
I mean, I've stood in that airport, in that spot so many times. I know the level of emotion just on a normal day. The emotion in that moment, what did that feel like walking through those doors, Guy?
Goosebumps.
Oh,
I've got
goosebumps.
goosebumps right now. Same.
I think the moment was very overwhelming in a good way. But like just to see the joy on families' faces with their kids returning, I think for me that that is my win for the year.
Well
Coach,
done.
thank you. My
But
goodness.
next time, win the tournament, guy. If you're going to create this much media and drama around
Might
you,
as
go and win the
well.
tournament, man. Oh, man, the lessons
Wow.
learned. But I think most importantly, and so cool that this happened on Mandela Month, where we're always preaching, go above your 67 minutes. This is something else. This is RSA. This is DNA, RSA
All at
kind
the
of stuff.
same
Man, well
time.
done, buddy. I'm sure it was traumatic for
Yeah.
you. I have no doubt that this really gave you some grey hairs. Not that I can see anybody, but I think you have earned, I think, an amazing performance from a young person in particular.
Oh, we can't wait to get into it. Mr. Connor Foster is standing by, and I say Mr. quite generously. He is a small little boy packed with power and dynamism like you've never seen before. We dedicate this one, in fact, to you, Coach, and your team.
We love you,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Hi. Hi, so I'm Connor Foster, and I'll be performing Lauren All Red Over the Rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up when the clouds are far behind. And me, where troubles melt like lemon drops, way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. The rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. If happy little birds fly beyond the rainbow, why,
Oh my goodness! The goosebumps are just continuing right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. How did that feel?
amazing.
Oh my gosh, you sounded amazing. Are the tears coming? Maybe. We're going to cue all the emotion this morning. It is a Monday motivation like you've never seen it before. Well done, Connor. We can't wait for more performances. As we said, dedicated to the coach and that soccer team. We are so glad that over the rainbow you came back home. And over the break, on the other side of it, we get into some more Mandela Day magic, where of course we have done I would say a makeover of a beautiful animal rescue in just a little bit. And not only that, we'll touch base with another youth program that's doing the most. Well done. You are doing the most as the youth of South Africa. The future's looking bright. Feel Good fam, we'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day.
Creamy coffee in 3, 2, done. Jacob's 3-in-1. Wunderbar.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Now, as we honor Mandela Month and the spirit of giving back, we're shining a light on a heartfelt initiative that's making a real difference, not for people, but for our four-legged friends.
But it's kind of the same thing.
It is,
It's become
isn't
as a
it?
package deal, I think. Leading global composite decking company Everlast, I think maybe you know the brand, they are phenomenal. They have stepped in to support Cheryl Lynn's rescue organization, just a magical group which has been, and I think they've seen a growing number of rescue dogs in their care ready mushrooms, so they need the support. And in true Madiba spirit, Everlast is building a durable, safe and weather-friendly deck to help create a more comfortable environment for these beautiful pups. I like the sound of that.
And to me, that really just proves that every act of kindness, big or small, can really go a long way. So please, let's take a look at how this Mandela Day Month project truly came to life.
Today we're having an exciting day for Mandela's Day. Everybody's coming to help to assist on the farm. They're helping with building and cleaning up. We are having an extension, so we are going to have it bigger for the dogs because my dogs sleep with me in my cabin.
The work Cheryl Lynn's doing on the farm is phenomenal. I don't think that there's a lot of people who'd sacrifice their time, their safety, their mental well-being to look after 160 dogs, to make sure that they're cared for, to make sure that they're fed, to go into these areas that are unsafe to rescue animals, I think is just beyond so many people. She lives, breathes, and sleeps dogs.
So what we're doing here today is we are extending Cheryl's cabin. She lives in a little cabin with all 160 of the dogs on the farm. So we're just trying to make it a bit more homey for her and for the dogs.
When we saw this place, we just knew that we had to sort of get involved. The work that Cheryl Lynn does here is absolutely amazing. Everlast is going to be installing some decking over here. This is the extension of her current Wendy house, so it will just allow her to have more animals in the space as well, to be able to keep the dogs nice and dry as well.
We're expanding the shelter where she actually lives on the farm. So all the dogs that she likes are sleeping with her currently. And if you look at them around and shoulder, it's only 36 squares. It's a small building. So what we're doing is we're expanding the building for her, putting in some proper flooring and insulation.
My dogs live a fantastic life. They're absolutely the happiest dogs you can think of. They're free roaming, they're not kennelled. We also do a lot of adoptions, and the problem is when we do a lot of adoptions, we get very good homes, but then lots come in. A lot of stray dogs come in and it's just difficult to refuse them. And we get them sterilized, vaccinated, ready to go to new homes. We do our home checks and we make sure that they go to loving homes.
Everlast's contribution, we donated composite planks, so we're going to be adding it as a floor into her new home. It's weather resistant, it's decay resistant, so it's going to be long term. We also did a big donation with food. We've got some amazing donations from contractors and some of our colleagues and family members as well.
We also would like people to come and visit the cats in person so that they can come and see what they want to adopt, because usually if they go through the website, they don't have interaction with the cats. And we also would like people to come and help us financially towards the cats and dogs. I just would like to say thank you to Everlast for what they've done for us. They have been phenomenal. The amount of donations and the care that they've given us, they have been absolutely amazing. And the donations, and I'm gobsmacked because I'm so shocked for what they've done, and they have been amazing. They have been absolutely amazing.
No, Cheryl, you are absolutely amazing. I call those kind of quantum gateways where one person helps so many people indirectly through their pups. Just imagine the homes that have been enriched with these gorgeous dogs, and they look like they're in such amazing condition as well. But I like the fact that the cats also got a shout, because I'm an equal pet parent with cats and dogs. I love them both.
Equally.
But you've got to kind of meet your fur baby and engage. So I'm so
and
glad
feel the
that
connection.
yeah, completely, man. So well done.
Oh, beautiful. Well done to that. Well, if you are ready for another round of Handy Heroes over at Do Paint and Tool Centurion in Gauteng, the team's passion for paint shines through. And they go to, well, Gray's got the latest.
Plascon Trade Pro Brilliant Sheen. It delivers. It's affordable without cutting corners, most importantly, and that's critical in the DIY space. So what is their DIY secret? Nail the prep work. It's what turns good into flawless, and I believe them. Let's take a look. Lol.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Do Paint and Tool in Centurion.
We've been located here in Centurion for about more than I think 30 or 35 years in Centurion. We've been known for being the paint experts in the area. We pride ourselves in our tinting, color matching and color advice.
You can think by means of some of our customers, we've actually learned to become friends with some of our customers. You know, we've built up that relationship. I think therefore we're proud of it, and you know, something that we find long term. It's not just a short term.
But we're known for being experts in the products and paint that we've got and the advice that we give. So people come here, they know what they're going to get when they walk out.
From your DIYs to your big contractors, smaller contractors, it's really anyone. It's anyone just looking for something small to paint, a table or a chair.
We prefer being a distributor of Plascon because they're the professionals in the market. They lead the market, and our customers also know what they're going to get when they buy Plascon. The Trade Pro range is an overall budget-friendly product, and the customers tend to shop around for pricing, so you could use the Trade Pro Brilliant Sheen. If it comes to any project, is to look at what's the preparation that has to be done. What is your problem at hand?
Do Paint and Tool, Centurion, paint people passion.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
That's the Monday motivation I need. I got this. You got this.
You got to say, do paint. Because do it. Just do it, man. Nah, but with them in your corner, we can just do it. So thank you so much to all the handy heroes. We are going to be getting handy in just a moment. I love it. Whenever ABSA tell us about anything, yes, we understand because they've proven it that our stories matter, but young stories in particular. And when we talk about South African junior achievers, I know what that matrix affords those that get plugged into it. And with ABSA backing them, this is massive. Ayanda's going to bring us the latest.
Oh, and I know that our girl Ayanda loves to be in the kitchen too. And so maybe I'll pass this recipe on to her. It's a barbecue sauce, but infused with coffee.
It was meant to be.
My goodness, it's going to be so good. All these ingredients come together for a tantalizing taste straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, not that you need to be told this, and welcome back. Sorry to be so aggressive in your face. But the future doesn't just happen, okay? It needs to be proactively shaped by the dreams and the determination of young minds. They need to see it to believe it.
Oh, that's true. That's why our girl Ayana Jitubere got a deeper look into the heart of ABSA's partnership with ABSA. Now, that's Junior Achievement South Africa. And what did she discover? Well, how the Company Plus program is helping young people build businesses, confidence, and a future that's truly their own, which is something we got to take a look at. Let's see what real empowerment really looks like.
Today's learners are tomorrow's leaders, and this is the belief at the heart of the partnership between ABSA and Junior Achievement South Africa. Today we are joined by Nelo Pindile Spies, who is the Executive Director of Junior Achievement South Africa, and a learner from Bonelopelo Oracle Secondary School named Candice Mampuru. And today they'll be walking us through how the Company Plus program is helping equip young people with skills that they need to take charge of their future. Nelo, please can you talk to me about this partnership between ABSA and Junior Achievement South Africa and what your goals are with the Company Up program?
The partnership between Junior Achievement and ABSA started in 2004, and it is on a program called the Company Plus program. The goals of this partnership is to spread financial inclusion into areas of communities that are underserved, specifically into young learners still in school. The program targets students in grade 10 and 11, and its main objectives are to instill entrepreneurship skills and instill work readiness skills in young people in order for them to be able to enter the world of work with the necessary skills that can make them compete in a global economy. The partnership also aims to improve financial inclusion, which is ABSA's main goal.
I'm so glad you touched up on underserved communities. How does this program actually help learners build their entrepreneurial and life skills in those underserved communities?
So the program currently runs in 25 schools, and it touches 1,000 young people across the country. And it is an experiential program, so students learn by doing. The first experiment that they actually do is to go out and buy a product that they can sell without any guidance whatsoever. As a group of 10, they sell this product, and they come back to the classroom with lessons from that experiment. And we then give them a theme to say, the theme for 2025 is Action for Climate Transformation. Go out and look in your community for problems that are caused by climate issues. Come up with ideas of how you can solve that, but in a business. What we are instilling in that is that they, as young people, are responsible for the communities they grow up in. They are responsible for making those communities livable, and they are responsible for making economic activities in those communities.
And what about you, Candice? I'd really like to throw you in here for you to tell me about what it was like to be a part of this program and how you've built your entrepreneurial skills since joining it.
This program has taught me to think and act like an entrepreneur, from managing a business or managing a budget, and shaping my skills as a leader and also working as a team to solve problems. But I think that the life skills that I've learned is how I gained the confidence that I have now and the communication skills, and I use them daily, not just in school, but how I carry myself as well.
That sounds amazing. And back to you, Nelo. You've obviously opted to go the direction of teaching entrepreneurial skills, life skills, financial literacy. Why was it important to teach those skills specifically? And can you please share some success stories you've had over the years?
As a country, we're going through a very high unemployment rate. Youth unemployment is sitting at over 45%. As a continent, we are churning out 10 million young people into the workspace, but there are only at least 3 million jobs that are available. And that means we need to find another way of getting young people economically active. and entrepreneurship becomes a career path. So the more SMEs, the more entrepreneurs we develop and we have coming up into the economy, the more jobs we create. Success stories, and there's Candice right next to me. Candice is our alumni from the 2024 company program. When I first met Candice at her school, she was this young lady who didn't even want to engage with me because she was shy. And I went to her team and they were developing a kinetic energy lamp. And I said, this is a brilliant idea. Please, can you work on it? And Candice's team made it to the national competition. And Candice earlier this year went to Ghana to attend a girls' lead camp as part of the 15 girls representing South Africa. This is the journey of growth that JA South Africa affords young people that go through programs. It's not just about growing an entrepreneur, it's about a holistic growth of an individual that makes them a more confident, a more interactive, a more thoughtful and problem-solving person. That is what the success of this program is all about.
Now, Candice, we've just heard that you came from Ghana through the program. There must be some memorable experiences that you've had. Can you walk me through some of those?
So one memorable experience that I had while being in Ghana was meeting the girls from all over Africa and just seeing how much potential that we have as young leaders. And it reminded me that I too have a voice and it deserves to be heard, and not just only in the business world, but also like just in daily. And I realized how much potential that we really have as young leaders.
Please tell us more about this kinetic lamp as well that you've created through the project.
So basically, we saw a problem that we're currently facing in South Africa, which is load shedding. And how the kinetic energy lamp works is that it uses kinetic movement, so that it can be able to generate electricity. And that can be able to solve the problem whereby students aren't able to study at night, and they can be able to use the lamp so that it can provide some sort of light so that they can be able to study.
What an exceptional young lady. Thank you so much for your time today, Candice.
Thank you, Ayanda.
And Nelo, thank you as well for joining us. What a beautiful reminder of what happens when a big brand like ABSA backs an initiative.
And thank you to ABSA. 1,000 young people are going through this program in 2025 and are gaining skills that will propel them into the working environment.
What a beautiful reminder that your story truly matters. From practical tools to personal growth, this ABSA and Junior Achievement South Africa initiative is making a lasting impression, one entrepreneur at a time. For more information, visit www.absa.co.za.
Your story matters. ABSA.
Oh, you know how I love my peas, and this is proof when passion meets purpose, powerful change can happen. I love that. This is how you tell a story in action. A heartfelt, a massive thank you to ABSA, to Junior Achievers South Africa, an inspirational collaboration that is clearly shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Well done, and thank you.
Well, listen, we are back in the kitchen. Now, earlier on, you saw us make something delicious. It was lamb chops. And now we get into coffee, because who says it just belongs in a mug, in a cup, and a saucer? Right now, we're flipping the script with a bold flavor-packed twist, a coffee-infused barbecue sauce with hashtag Jacobs, of course. It is smoke, it is sweet, and it is absolutely delicious. It's got that deep-roasted richness that takes your marinades to a whole new level. And it's not just a sauce, it's a slow-cooked love letter to flavor. Ooh. Dear lamb chops, we love you this much.
I know I don't have a screen right in front of me, but I would imagine the QR code is going to be popping up. Scan it,
that's right,
please, and cook along with us. Pour some love into the sauce. So
that's
what is going into the sauce?
Okay, deliciousness.
Presumably a pan that needs to be on. So
I'd appreciate that. we're making our own barbecue sauce from scratch. You've never seen it done before.
Never.
So basically, we're definitely going to put tomato sauce, but then watch it being built up.
Okay.
The tomato sauce just
Watching
provides
top
like
size.
a bit of the depth, a bit of the sweetness, a bit of the tomatoiness.
It's got a bit of acidity in there as well, which is nice. You need the balance. I know we've been talking a lot about the acidity and kind of, do you put sugar with your tomato, whether you're making like a bolognese or a tomato sauce?
Do.
Yeah, I think the prevailing thought is that you do. And I like the idea of more funkiness in a marinade. And obviously, we used it on our chops, and I think it's a beautiful counterpoint for chops, especially on the braai.
That's right.
The smokiness. It's
and
just
you baste it as it goes.
Ooh,
My
girl.
goodness. Okay, so we've got some mustard and tomato sauce. Is this for hot dogs? No, it is for our chops. We're going to go in with some spice. We've got some paprika, some chicken spice, garlic spice over here as well, onion spice.
I've been using a lot of onion powder lately, and it's just like, even in like a toasted cheese or something like that, just a little bit of funkiness.
It does
in
add
there.
funkiness, though.
It really, really does. And
Smells-
obviously,
It's already
the
so good.
essence of the onion is so strong that you get like real value for money. I don't know. Same as garlic powder. Like we use garlic powder in so many sauces sneakily.
But I use that and garlic, so it's like double the
100%.
fun, you know?
Layers, layers.
Layers. Okay.
Okay.
We go in with some sugar, because
Okay.
what do you have with coffee? Sugar. And then we've got our coffee, which is more of a syrup at this point, that we'll pour on in.
Do you know, that's quite a nice thing to do, eh? If you mix a bit of sugar and the coffee and just a tiny drop of milk into like a paste in the bottom,
yeah?
and that maybe I'm giving away like a handmade cappuccino
me.
secret, but then you pour the hot water in and it makes almost like a little crema on your instant. It is so nice.
Okay, that's a hack I need
that's
to try.
Student goals, you know. And now, speaking of coffee, obviously, this is where the flavor development happens on another level. And this particular coffee adds a nice earthy, toasted undertone that I think is going to balance beautifully the sweetness of the brown sugar, the honey. And I think for this kind of barbecue basting, you do need that balance. The Jacob's coffee adds a bit of brightness, enhances the spices like the paprika, the chili, the garlic. It's actually the perfect sounding board for this kind of flavor. And I know we have lent into the coffee and chocolate when it comes to red meat, like the darker chocolates, but I think we don't play around in that space enough.
Yeah.
Because these are ingredients you're going to have in your pantry right now. You don't have to go out there and spend hundreds.
Exactly.
Save it
And
for the
also, I think
protein.
we're just a little bit scared. We're like, I'll just put a bit of chop spice on the chop. No, let's baste it with this goodness. And like we said, make it with love, and it will really taste like love as well.
And let it develop.
Let it
Take the
develop
time,
for
let your
sure.
house, until you can smell it coming from another room, the flavors haven't developed. Now, I think my sides are changing a little bit now that we've got a basting on our chops. I'm feeling a little bit different. Like I'm thinking maybe we need something that we can kind of really wrap our hands around. A bit of pup might go beautifully with this. I just like the
I like the idea of
barbecue flavor.
mash.
Like, ooh, I know it could be a nice enriched mash.
Yeah, because the sauce, I think, will go so nicely with the potatoes.
You could actually just create a mash kind of bowl
Ooh,
and
I
have your
think you
chops
put
in
it
the
on.
middle.
Oh
with
my goodness.
Okay, this is becoming
Yum.
a weekend now.
All
I
right,
like
the basting sauce is boiling away. So as our chops continue on here, we didn't cook them too much earlier. We're just going to baste them a little bit.
I do like the notion of basting around the fire. Kind of speaks to the experience and the enjoyment of being in that space and just pouring love and attention into the meat. And of course, the real kicker here is that we have added our Jacobs to the mix here. Coffee lends itself to red meat. There is an earthiness there.
The depth of flavor.
Completely, but you've got kind of acidic notes, you've got flavor nuances within the coffee now that I don't think existed previously, that you really can add a level of nuance to the flavor of the meat. I think I'm going to make it my mission to explore coffee in food over the next week. That is going to be
Please report back and tell us how it
while
is.
I drink coffee as well.
I feel like
very
as
cool.
you are braaiing, though, it is the perfect thing to hold on the side. A nice cup of coffee, thank you, Gray, while you're basting. And basting always reminds me of my dad. Like, my uncles, too, whether they're basting a snook on the braai or some red meat.
Because there it's essential.
Oh, it definitely is. It definitely
Funky
is something I
and
need to tell them
sticky.
about.
And I think my go-to with this, you know, you can decide the level of stickiness and dirty fingers that you want, I think go all in.
Yes.
But I do like a bit of a char. Seeing as we've got the sugar in there, that's going to char quite quickly, I would imagine.
right.
And you want that. You want the smokiness. You want the natural char. It's going to balance out the sweetness as well. And then you've got quite a fatty piece of meat. So the more you can have going on to balance out that fat, I think, great.
And then squirt some lime over the top and you are good to go.
I'm shifting. Maybe some sweet potato fries could be quite nice. I don't know.
All of the above, please.
Just to capitalize on the sweetness. Well, maybe you can come up with a better side than us. Scan the QR code. Start cooking, braaiing, however you want to do it. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And if you want to go and check out more culinary inspiration, get a blow-by-blow, expressoshow.com is where you can find all the recipes we make on this show.
Ooh,
I'm looking at our finished versions here, and I think I might just need a little taste test.
Is the temptation too much?
It's too great for me.
Oh, my goodness.
But I shall share.
Are you just going to grab it, or you want me to give you a knife and fork?
No, I'm going to just grab it.
Yeah, I agree. They're small enough to just go for it.
I'm going to, there we go, I'll offer you a little, grab a little.
Just a little
Paul,
one.
Squeeze me a little bit of lemon.
Of course
there,
I
please.
would. You need a little bit of that.
Give your
I
nails
gave you
some airtime.
some airtime.
Because they look amazing.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Cheers, Graham.
Okay, cheers. Ching, ching. Well, that's beautifully cooked. It's a little bit chilly now, I won't lie, but it tastes just as good.
And the depth of flavor from that coffee, I never thought. I wasn't expecting that. That is good.
Oh, and it lingers on the tongue, and it really does kind of enhance the barbecue elements.
Absolutely.
It makes it even more deliciously meaty. It's not too over the top or rich. Absolutely, I think turn that pan off.
10 out of 10.
Otherwise, we're going to lose those chops. They're so beautiful. No, that's amazing. I'm having another.
Pressure in the
just for
kitchen.
the sake of being truly objective, I'm going to have another bite.
I think
just
so.
I can be.
Just eat the whole thing with the bone, Graham. Okay, these are fantastic. These are warm for the crew to enjoy. Shout out to Jacobs for making barbecue sauce so much better. There are levels to this game.
You know what I like?
And we're winning.
When you go in for that final hit of just licking the sauce of your fingers, you get to enjoy the meal all over again. Because the flavor profile is so strong.
Yum.
Jacobs, well done. You have stepped up. Jacobs coffee brings unexpected depth. And certainly up here, you can tell by how much my mouth is watering right now. A rich flavor straight to the grill. So until next time, keep it smoky, keep it saucy, and always brewed to impress.
Find your wonderful. Jacobs, wunderbar.
Wunderbar.
All right, you know where these would go down beautifully? You can imagine you cut to the Kiss Cam at a Coldplay concert, and I'm sitting there and I've got the chops, and I'd already told my wife I'm coming home to have dinner at home, and now you catch me, and I've got the chop, and I've got, to make matters worse, I've got the barbecue sauce all over my face.
It's not what it looks
What
like.
am I going to do? I'm like, Coldplay.
Caught
Coldplay.
red-handed. You know what we're talking about. We'll delve into that when it comes to what is trending on TikTok in just a little bit. And then from all of that drama, I needed a dip-out moment. So we're also going to get into the goodness of that in a bit. But Graham, I'm going to dish some more chops for you.
I'm mastering all over this kitchen,
It suits me, doesn't it?
It really does. With tongs come great responsibility. Well done.
I never meant to hurt you, radio, but the cameras, they see me.
You don't know how lovely you are. I had
Welcome back. You can tell by my contemplative face. I look like the villain from a James Bond movie. But I've got big thoughts on my mind. We put it to you guys. What do you want South Africa to gain most from being a part of BRICS? And we obviously heard about the major thrust towards AI at this year's BRICS gathering. But we put it to you guys. What do you want to see more of? So we had these options. 1, trade and jobs. Better infrastructure. At 2, global political influence. And then our 4th was youth and education opportunities. All very valuable battlefronts. So let's see and hear how you guys are feeling. Nazette saying, I would say all of them, so our country can benefit from, as well as our youth. And I think the joy of moving in this digital direction that we are, more people are included in that conversation at a much quicker rate. Thank you, Nazette. Love that. Patrium Klongo saying, only 2 things, more jobs, youth and education opportunities. Emphatically so, and I think those 2 go hand in hand. Thank you, Vincent. Also coming in saying more trade and jobs. Morning, Expresso team, and happy Monday. I like the fact you got down to business before you even wished us a good morning. But that's the bottom line. Mercia, great to hear from you as well. I think more trades and jobs, as a lot of our youth has the education but can't find the jobs. So we've got the training, we've put in the hard work. How do we get those opportunities? Well, I think they are coming. Deslane saying, good morning, Expresso, because I have 2 teenagers. I would love to see that there is more youth and education opportunities. Have a great day. Well, the bottom line is we've seen some big moves, AI being introduced systemically, new policies there to help use technology, unlock opportunities like that in our southern neck of the woods. This continent is holding all of the pieces and they are on the board. The big moves are happening, but we need buy-in from younger generations. So let us know, how are you feeling about the commitments being made at BRICS, the lean into AI and technology, and where is it going to come to bear? Where do you think we need to see more action? Those are your options. Let us know. 0630369649. I've started to believe now, because we have an opportunity to bring everyone onto the same digital footprint. My big fear is in the policy space, in agency, who owns our data, how vitally important it is. I think the most important element for all of us is to understand how we need to protect our own data, make sure that we are looking after ourselves digitally, but go online, start looking for opportunities, because I have a feeling South Africans, our mentality is going to make all of these dissolve away, because we're going to start to see opportunities within our own framework before we hand over the responsibility to government or to BRICS or to anyone else. The opportunities, thanks to technology, are in our hands. But let us know how you are feeling. We'd love to hit the social streets with you, and we've got 1 hour left of the show to do that. So let's kick it off right now, get into some more talking points on the news and sporting front, and then the fun can resume.
Thank you so much, Gray, for that vital conversation. And as he mentioned, it will continue across our social media. You can find us at Expresso Show to weigh in on the conversation. For now, though, we get talking about your national news headlines, and we start off here, where police in the Western Cape have searched the Middelpos informal settlement in Saldanha Bay following new leads in the disappearance of 7-year-old Jocelyn Smith. Now, detectives and K9 units scoured the area, although nothing conclusive was found. Jocelyn vanished in February last year. Now, Jocelyn's mother, Kelly Smith, Stefano van Rijn and Jacqueline Apollos are currently serving life sentences on charges of human trafficking and 10 years for kidnapping. Now, the convicted trio have recently filed for leave to appeal to the High Cape Town Court. In other news in the country, Parliament's Cooperative Governance Portfolio Committee has drawn a red line on corruption and dysfunction in municipalities, targeting the Free State's 23 local governments. Now, the committee's new joint oversight model demands quarterly reports aligned with Auditor General instructions to improve governance. Chairperson Zweli Mkhize said failing municipalities will face consequences if no progress is shown. Now, the Free State is considered home to the worst-run municipalities in the country, prompting stronger intervention to reverse poor financial management and restore accountability at local level. Taking a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where Cameroon's electoral body has barred opposition leader Maurice Kamto from contesting the 12 October presidential election. Now, only 13 of 83 submitted candidates were accepted, with Kamto disqualified due to a party registration dispute. President Paul Biya, aged 92 and in power for nearly 43 years, will seek an 8th term, facing 2 former allies from the country's north. Now, Kamto's party, Mandela, denounced the decision as arbitrary and plans to challenge it in Constitutional Council within the legal timeframe. Meanwhile, Israel says it will suspend military activity for 10 hours daily in parts of Gaza to allow humanitarian aid deliveries, following alarming reports of malnutrition and civilian deaths. Jordan and the UAE airdropped 25 tons of aid, while the Red Crescent sent over 100 food trucks via the Kerem Shalom crossing. The UN pledged to ramp up relief efforts during ceasefire windows. Now, Gaza's health ministry says 133 people, including 87 children, have died of hunger since the conflict intensified. And closing off with entertainment news this morning, where South African sensation Tyler is said to be honored at Variety's 2025 Power of Young Hollywood's party that's taking place on Thursday next week. Now, she's going to be joining fellow stars Finn Wolfhoff as well as Sam Navola at the exclusive event celebrating rising talent who've taken the world by storm. And Tyler's list of accolades is absolutely dazzling. Now, a chart-topping hit, Water, boasts over 1 billion Spotify streams, and a debut album self-entitled Tyler made waves with 12 tracks on the US Afrobeats chart. Now, from winning a Grammy to being named favorite global music superstar at the Kids' Choice Awards, the 23-year-old is proudly flying the South African flag on every single stage. And I can, for one, say that we are all tigers celebrating our girl Tyler. That is where we leave your 8 o'clock news. Let's get into that final bit of sports with Graham.
Don't worry, it's perfectly fine to fangirl out when it's Tyler, girl. We are all so proud. Well, it was a massive sporting weekend, and of course, one name front and centre, Tadej Pogačar, has now won his 4th Tour de France title in Paris, wrapping up a dominant 3-week performance with victory by over 4 minutes. Wout van Aert claimed the final stage win on the Montmartre plain after dropping Pogačar on that final climb. Then Jonas Vingegaard, he settled for 2nd overall, a great tour for him. But it must be said, breakout German star Florian Lipovitz taking 3rd on debut, a massive, massive moment for him. So congratulations. Now let's get back onto 4 wheels as Oscar Piastri stole the show. He extended his Formula 1 championship lead with a masterful win in a rain-hit Belgian Grand Prix. So the Aussie, he passed McLaren teammate Lando Norris pretty early on and then held firm to clinch his 6th win of the season. He's looking very good. Charles Leclerc took 3rd ahead of Max Verstappen, while Lewis Hamilton still in the mix. He fought from the pit lane to finish in a credible 7th place. Now, heartbreak in the cricketing front as we turn to yesterday's action. Matt Henry held his nerve in a very dramatic final over to help New Zealand just edge out South Africa by 3 runs in their T20 International Tri-Series final in Harare. So defending just 7 off the last 6 balls should be easy in T20. Henry took 2 wickets and gave away only 3 runs. Masterful, as I said. So the win sealing an unbeaten run for New Zealand as well in the tournament. So worthy winners, but lots of growth for the Proteas as well. Now, speaking of massive growth, we are so proud of our Springbok women. They delivered an unbelievably spirited performance in Cape Town at the Athlone Stadium, and they fell agonisingly short 34-26 to New Zealand Black Ferns 15 in the first of 2 clashes. So despite outscoring the hosts 6-4, the visitors, they were made to work hard throughout. Aseza Hele scoring twice for South Africa, and they will take a lot of heart from this combative display against, let's be honest, one of the most well-practiced and talented groups in world rugby right now. So we are so proud, ladies. Well done. Good luck for next week. And that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. The roads should be up and running fully now. Let's get the latest on the traffic front.
Thank you so much, G-Man. On your roads this morning in Cape Town, there is congestion on the R300 North Ramp to Old Paarl Road on the R101. Now, expect delays and do allow for extra travel time if you're headed out that way. Well, let's see what's happening in Pretoria. There is congestion on the N4 westbound between Watermeer Street and Proefplaas Interchange. So do expect delays and remain patient wherever you're headed this morning. On this Monday, we want you to arrive alive, so definitely take heed to those warnings. Let's get into your weather after the roads. The South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions, and that is in the Namakwa district of the Northern Cape. Now, authorities are urging residents to take precautions. In environmental news this morning, 3 suspected rhino poachers were arrested in Paul Pietersburg on Saturday with 2 unlicensed rifles and a rhino horn. Now, they're expected to appear in the Vryheid Magistrates Court today. Meanwhile, the Oscar-nominated short film The Last Ranger continues to make waves both locally and abroad, spotlighting South Africa's poaching crisis and the emotional and environmental toll of rhino killings. Let's close up your news this morning with that sunrise view of the hour. We have seen East London and Mpumalanga, but let's have a look at Strand. Wow, I didn't think it could get any better, but Chantel, you definitely did your country duty and made us all proud. Oh man, the Western Cape has never looked this good. Absolutely gorgeous. I hope that that is the view from outside your window this morning. 22 degrees is what you can expect on your side. And as we dip into the temperatures for the rest of the country, another reminder to you on 063 036 9649 to send those pictures through for Tuesday and the rest of the week.
Uppies, we love you. We see you this morning and it looks like a beautiful day, but can we take a look at this? This is just around the corner from us, actually, in the Strand at the moment. That looks like divine light.
Sure.
Hey, that is a blessed photograph right there. So bless us, please, with more coffee.
I will bless you.
It does. We've cooked some amazing things. We made a beautiful barbecue sauce to go with our lamb chops using our Jacob's coffee, which worked unbelievably well. And we made the chops, and that was great, but we haven't made a cup of coffee
We
yet.
have not. I
We've
have
been
not made
talking
you a
to-
cup of coffee
thank
today.
you so much. Love it. So, of course, we've got Connor Foster, who's going to be performing. This kid is just mind-blowingly good. So when someone says they're going to be just whipping out a little bit of Whitney and a little bit of Celine, and then something from The Greatest Showman, maybe, you know they have got the chops. And he is just on another level. But he is still the sweetest, nicest young guy as well. Check, I'm getting preemptive goosebumps. It's ridiculous, but I don't think people understand what it's like to do this job and be confronted by these amazing people. We spoke to the coach who brought the kids back from Madrid.
Spain,
It sounds like the most harrowing, and I keep thinking what it was like being stranded for 2 days in an airport with my 2 young kids, how stressful that was. 35 kids. You've got boys, you've got girls, you've got frantic parents waiting in South Africa, but the way South Africa stepped up for them, and we go on about, you know, changing your Mandela month kind of mentality to make it an everyday thing. Well, they did it for these kids. They stepped up, they looked after them. In fact, they turned a traumatic experience into the adventure of a lifetime that united the country. How South African is that?
Yes, and I'm so glad that we could actually put a smile on their faces and bring them back. Also, again, shout out to Tracy Lang, as well as Abukile for doing the parts and also just getting the country together and making sure that we just feel that DNA in our RSA
You
in
don't
our
understand,
DNA.
guys. I haven't cried all morning, so it's bound to happen at some stage. So maybe it's time to get into our coffee. But the bottom line is we live in the most amazing country. It is so cool to be able to wake up with you guys every day. So I think as lovely as it is, okay, when the cameras stop, do you stop? Because you always are frenetic. You are just on another level of energy.
You know what? When the season is seasoning, you also got to just taste the flavor of it. But I have a dip out moment that I do want to share with you, but we'll have a dip out moment right now, again, preemptively, before we get there.
I like it. And then, yes, we have got to address something, okay? Because you might think you've got it all going for you. The CEO of a massive company, You got a beautiful lady on your arm, and then a kiss cam gets shoved in your face, and we all realize it's the wrong lady.
Oops.
Haha, we're going to see what's trending on TikTok after this.
Spicy.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, I must know what is going down online because the whole world is talking about this. What's trending on TikTok? We love this chat. We are going to unpack the unexpected drama that unfolded. Yes, at a Coldplay concert earlier this July. It's still headline news, believe it or not.
Oh my gosh, so Grace set this up earlier, but let me tell you again. During the show, all right, a kiss cam moment turned into a viral headline when tech CEO Andy Byron and his company's HR chief, her name is Kristen Cabot, were caught on screen looking very cozy. Now, the pair quickly pulled away after realizing they were being broadcast to everyone there, and Coldplay's frontman Chris Martin couldn't help but just tease either they're having an affair or they're just very
When I
shy.
say pulled away, I mean...
Around 180
it was something
gone,
like that,
done.
okay?
Are your knees okay?
Oh, please, can we relive this particular moment if you haven't seen
my goodness.
it already?
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
That girl on the left just laughing. She was like, there's nothing I can do for you right now.
Because they're complicit as well around them. But
at this point, it's exposed. Obviously, everyone's phone is out recording the moment as well. And the internet went ahead and ran with this as per usual. Now, we don't mean to laugh at people's misery, but hey, man, karma comes around.
I will laugh a little bit at this because the memes have been strong.
Come
okay, and we are aware, obviously, that there is another woman in the mix here, and that is heartbreaking for her. I've seen some memes going around. I don't know if it is actually her response or just an algorithm-driven response for it, but she has come out claiming strength, claiming vengeance.
Okay, good.
And I would imagine now, you know, she's got the proof. But how do you... I'll try and think of how to handle this from the gents' perspective. How would you handle this as the...
well, it depends on what the marriage is set up on. We won prenup, yeah. I would really love it if I got a little bit of money out of it. A lot of money.
Why are you looking at me like that? Look into camera when you use fighting
a lot
words
of
like
money.
that.
Because that to me, I mean, it wouldn't heal my scars, but it would, if I could heal on a yacht somewhere, you know what I mean, with the sun coming down on me, I'd be
You know,
happier.
with infidelity, the way that it works for me is it's the synapse fuses immediately. You are dead to me. So that would have been like,
Gone, done.
cheers, adios muchachos. No, from a gent's perspective, idiot. Absolute idiot. And I mean, taking her job description to a higher level.
Oh,
I know
Mina.
you've got to look
HR?
after the staff, but I think they meant something else. I think it's supposed to be something slightly more nuanced and different to that. But I mean, he's presumably going to be fleeced.
Oh my
now.
goodness. Well, he's the CEO of the company, so now I just can't imagine where to from here.
Do you think their stocks have gone up or down?
Up. I was going to say, men are often
Because the world
forgiven
loves
very
that
quickly.
nonsense,
They love
eh?
it. And look at us talking about it on national TV in South Africa. Like, we love
Like
to
a
see
month
it.
later, but come on.
We got there. You know what, sometimes we're a bit slower walking on the social streets.
No, this is worth it. Every now and then you get small waves, you know, in a meme sense, and then you get those killer, giant, big surfer waves. And this is one of those. We're gonna surf this till December, until the next Coldplay concert. And
I think about the song I Will Try to Fix You by Coldplay, and I'm like, oh, this one cannot be fixed. I don't think so.
Do you think anyone is ever going to cry at a Coldplay concert again, or everyone's just going to chuckle when they play that song? Fix you, and then everyone's going to be like, sorry, Coldplay.
We love you, Chris Martin, man. But as we know, South Africans can never take anything seriously. So here is a couple doing it at the Mandela Stadium. Come on, Mzansi. I love our people, I will say.
And I love how the whole stadium, everyone's like, okay, this is our chance, let's do it. Because that means there is a live TV director who's in on the mix. There's a cameraman who's in on the mix. There's some random couple that's in on the mix.
They're there.
I love you,
Look at
South
that.
Africa. That is
Unless
brilliant.
they too were caught, then it's just another story.
Oh, I hope so. Please, send us the memes. Send us the memes. Now, of course, being again South Africa, and I think just loving this kind of spice brands, we're very keen to hop on here as well. Let's take a look at this.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you.
Relatable.
We apologize for the branding that happened in that space, but maybe you deserve a cheeky little nod. Very cool.
It's even gone as far as deserving its own Coldplay cam, where at an American game, the cam went around with people reenacting the original that we just saw.
Oy, oy, oy.
That's so good. Social media, our team has also been up it a little bit.
Because
They do that, and we tried our hand at it as well. Please save your laughs for later. Have a look.
I never meant to hurt you, radio, but the cameras, they see me.
You don't know how lovely you are.
I'm so sorry, radio. Let me drip out of this one.
Oh, I love it. I'm looking at camera 4 right now, and camera 4 is looking pretty good, man. I've never seen you in this way. Shorty, I love you. I don't know if you can see Sean behind that camera. Oh, man. Don't worry, I won't tell a soul. Yeah, no, I saw you, and it's on camera, buddy. We all know where camera 4's heart really lies. That's a wrap on what's trending on TikTok. Oh, man, you can come back.
Have you forgiven me?
I don't know.
No,
not
so
yet.
much.
Wait for the memes to come. I love it. So as much as we try to make this look like a real job, it might seem like we are just having a whole lot of fun and playing, which we are.
We really are.
But it does require a lot of pressure. There are a lot of kind of very intense, high expectations around the work that you do. So you've got to be able to unplug. How do you do that?
I
Because
try my best.
you are caught between TV and radio.
Every single day, it is a lot. And between the buzz of both live shows and just kind of keeping things on track, it really does take the power of pressing pause, which is something I intentionally try to do as often as I can. And after my lunchtime show on Good Up FM, I dipped out for a moment, of calm. Coffee in hand, book in the lap, and my go-to comfort, of course, an Oma Rusk, or even two. Don't judge me. We might have eaten half a box even.
Thank you for reminding me that I hadn't had a little sip. And we do need to get some dipping, because sometimes the sweetest reset, and it doesn't have to be big, it can be the simplest one, and we'll prove it right now.
There you go.
Good Hope FM. Let's go. The Lunch Club with Carissa Cupido and Chad Simon on Cape Town's coolest radio station.
We have a party that goes down. Let's find out what's happening this weekend.
I'm about to be a wifey, and so I'm gonna go put on some dresses. I know exactly what I want, but yeah, I'm pretty focused. I'm taking my aunt, my mom, my cousin, and make sure that we all just hyping me up.
That's cool. Yeah, we'll be back on Monday. Time to say goodbye, because in the club, we all fam!
What I love most about wrapping up my radio and TV show is that feeling of accomplishment at the end of it. You get a moment of reflection going, oh my goodness, I'm living my answered prayers right now. And also, I need a moment actually to find a place to reflect, find a pocket of peace, and make sure that I express some gratitude for the life I get to live. Fantastic week. I won't lie. This week was that one.
Yeah.
Well done, Channel.
Thank
So
you.
proud of you. Easy.
What you gonna do now?
I think I'm gonna have like a solo dip out moment just to regroup, you know the drill.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have a good weekend. Bye. Well, now that the show is done, this is what I just look forward to. A flask of coffee, a good read, and of course my Oh My Rusts. With no deadlines looming, these are the little luxuries that I absolutely treasure. To have a solo dip out moment is a tantamount. It is so incredibly important to my day. I'm go, go, go from when my alarm hits at 4 a.m. all the way to when I should be sleeping at like 9:30 in the evening. So to find those little moments throughout the day to just take a moment, breathe if you need to, go for a walk, jam out to some music while you're enjoying the beautiful view of the promenade on a gorgeous winter's day like today. It's definitely something that I would incorporate every day. You know, life is so demanding, and often it's quite difficult to find those little moments to yourself, but it is absolutely necessary. I always think that self-care isn't even an option, like it is a prerequisite when it comes to day-to-day living. But it doesn't have to be anything big. It could literally be 5 to 7 minutes of your day when you step outside, take a breath without your phone, maybe make yourself a cup of tea or coffee, grab your favorite snack, and then make sure that you just take a moment, smile to yourself if you need to, reflect on your day, and then step back into it. The world can wait. For now, it's just about me and my peaceful pause. So may this serve as a reminder to take some time out for yourself. And if in doubt, you could always grab an Oma and dip out.
Dip out with Oma this winter. Tasty, filling, and oh so satisfying. The ultimate winter snack.
Oh man, you missed our little Omar fairy just dropping off extra rusks.
Thank you.
Rusks. You can call them rosks if you want, if you want to feel a little bit elder.
Certain parts of Cape Town for sure.
No, that isn't a new flavour, but of course the hot cross bun.
Yum, you got to smell it first before you taste it.
Are you just
actually.
dying to put some pickled fish on that guy? I bet you.
That, to be honest, wouldn't be a bad combo.
You probably...
Dipping this and then allowing it to get soft in the pickled fish juice.
But when they say hot cross bun, you don't play in this space, so you got to deliver. So this better be warm, spicy, delicious,
Oh, it is.
and
I really know
make
it.
me think of pickled fish. Otherwise, it's not good enough. No, I'm joking. I know a lot of people absolutely love that flavor profile. Huh?
Me personally love it.
It literally tastes exactly like a hot cross bun.
It's just missing some raisins. There probably are some in here. Oh, that's good.
Shame now, you know some poor product developer at Omar who's just worked harder than anyone in the Rust business has ever worked, has been put their head up and gone, like, raisins, oh no! These are exquisite.
They're so good.
And you don't have to wait to Easter until to
You could have them
enjoy
right
them.
now.
Oh, that is so yummy.
Yum.
Okay, we like spreading the love when it comes to our Omar, so I'm going to spread the love with you right now. You guys stand the chance of winning 2,000 Rand in cash, plus an Omar Rusk hamper, and it's going to be packed with all of your favorite flavors. So how you do it, you reply to the competition post on that's the Expresso social pages, and tell us, how do you dip out with Omar when family time gets a little too much and you need to step back, reset, and remind yourself why you love them, because every now and then you actually have to. Don't forget to hashtag dip out with Omar to qualify for the competition. It closes at midnight today. So get those T's and C's at expressoshow.com and get dipping.
Oh my gosh, dip all 4 of them if you need to. All right, we will come back in just a bit and just remind you how to stay strong in this season that definitely has people feeling so vulnerable in every single way. And then our man of the hour, boy of the hour, if you will, but to me, he is a man. His name is Connor Foster, and he's standing by with yet another performance again. We heard the sound check, and he's taking on one of the greats, and I have a feeling he might just do it even better than her. You'll have to stick around to find out.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And my friend, we are in the thick of winter. And what does that mean? It means sometimes it comes with sicknesses and the common cold and the sore throat and all these other things. But I am here to tell you that you don't have to be with those symptoms. No, the Linctagon family has got us. And sometimes it gets a little bit confusing, right? In terms of what exactly should we be using? Well, the Linctagon range has a whole variety of different products that work for different things. And we're here to find out from Dr. Joan van Veenhart exactly what can work for what when it comes to us 100% looking after our bodies. So everyone, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. Now, Doc, I want us to jump right into it because Linctagon has been around for a long time. That's why we all trust it so much. But a lot of us actually aren't 100% in the know of what exactly it is when we talk about their full range. Can you get into it for us, please?
Yeah, so firstly, I just want to say Linctagon has been around for at least 20 years. It's trusted, it's South African, it's trusted by most families. I actually haven't met anyone that doesn't know Linctagon.
Right.
And as you say, there's a full range, so we cater for everyone.
Yeah.
There's the adult core range, and then there's a kiddie core range.
Yeah.
And people can just choose their format. You know, you can either use the effervescent, tablets, or you can use a syrup. And all three of them are strong. And then we've got supportive products as well. So let's say you've got a sore throat or congestion.
Yeah.
There's lozenges and a nasal spray as well. And then we've got the same for kiddies as well.
I love that because for me, I'm even sitting here and I'm like, I didn't know Linctagon had for kids as well. I didn't know there was the difference between. So I'm also learning here. Luckily, I'm not a parent yet, so, you know, I just know for myself. However, Joan, I feel like, you know, sometimes we also talk about the different products working for different things, right? Particularly when we're talking about like congestion and sore throats and things like that. What product over here works for which of those symptoms that sometimes we feel when we're getting sick?
Yeah, so especially for sore throats, we've got the lozenges and we've got the nasal spray if you're congested. And then we've got the throat spray as well. And that's a fantastic product because remember we spoke about as soon as you start getting sick, you have to treat it at the source of, you know, ingesting the virus.
Yeah.
The throat spray is lovely. You spray it in your throat. It works exactly where it should. It stops the virus in its tracks.
Amazing.
You start getting better. So, and it helps for sore throats as well as a type of a treatment.
Beautiful. And for me, I also know that a lot of people always talk about Lintagon C plus NAC. Can you talk to us and just let us know what exactly makes it so powerful and why, in fact, we're able to trust it so much?
So I'm going to show you. This is one of my favorite products. And I think what really makes it stand out is the synergy. So we've got this very good pelargonium in there. It complies with the EMA and all the international standards, but then the synergy of this. So we added the N-acetylcysteine because it's a very, very strong antioxidant. It's a precursor to glutathione, so that means your own body's antioxidant defenses increase as well. Plus, if you look at the research, there's been research showing that pelargonium and NAC together have good synergy. It increases the antimicrobial effects of pelargonium, and pelargonium also upregulates your vitamin D receptors. So we've got vitamin D and zinc in here as well. So this is even more a powerhouse. So I would say the strength of this product is the synergy. You won't find all these ingredients in these quantities and this quality in one product.
So that's why it's called Lintagon C+, because it's this plus that plus that plus. It takes care of everything.
Exactly.
I love that. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Doc. Now we know how we can feel better faster.
Oh, thanks so much for having me here.
Of course. It is the Lintagon family that is in the building, all in the name of finding out how we can look after ourselves this winter. Congestion, a sore throat, all of those things, thing of the past, as long as you have Lintagon handy. Now, I always tell you there's always more when you're on your Feel Good Breakfast show, because Lintagon has got 4 hampers to give away to you. Yes, you, with 1,500 Rand each. But you need to enter. How exactly? Well, friend, head on over to our social media pages, and there you need to tell us your Lintagon winter ritual, and you need to remember to add the hashtag #FeelBetterFaster, and hopefully soon enough we will be announcing you as the winner of one of those hampers. Let me let you in on this. The competition closes on the 30th of August, so go and enter now. T's and C's do apply, and you can find them on expressoshow.com. But friend, how do you hashtag #FeelBetterFaster? By making sure you keep Lintagon handy.
Target cold and flu symptoms with all-in-one Lintagon. Now with new Lintagon C plus NAC 200. Choose Lintagon and feel better faster.
Oh, doesn't that sound great? Feel better faster. Can I just tip ahead? We've only seen her once this morning, but Zanelli, you're gorgeous girl.
Love you.
Oh, man, that's all we needed to inspire our day. So hopefully, yes, you can feel a little bit better. But if the body isn't feeling okay, let's work on the heart,
Oh,
shall we?
I think I've got something just for you. We still have Connor Foster standing by with yet another incredible performance. We've heard from Over the Rainbow. I wonder where we're headed next.
So I will be performing my second song, which is called Greatest Love of All by the one and only Whitney Houston.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People needed someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be. And so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. And let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all. It's easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in love.
Oh, yes. Please, can I take you and put you here in my pocket, please? I want you to come with me everywhere and be an announcer when I step into spaces. Yes, tell me, what's up?
So I feel really good at the moment.
Good. I'm so glad you feel good. You made us feel fantastic, Connor. Thank you so much for this. And I just have a feeling that Robin is listening right now, and he's probably trying to get your mom's number so he can book you ASAP, okay? Manifestation Station is what we call it. Let's look at some comments that people said on the social media, yeah? Okay, let's see. Gaynor saying, awesome job, Connor. You're totally on fire. I'm so proud. Thank you, Gaynor. Godfrey saying, keep on pushing, Connor, shine bright like a diamond. You know that song by Rihanna? We love it, eh? All right, let's see what else we have. Karanita also getting in touch saying, Connor Foster, what a voice. I had goosebumps and tears in my eyes listening to you. Keep on pushing your dreams. Let's see what else we have from Teresa. Just saying, awesomeness. Thank you, Expresso team, for creating this platform for our people. Can you do me one thing? Will you promise me that you'll keep pursuing your dreams? Will you promise me that you won't stop no matter what comes up? Okay, we want to see you on the biggest of stages, and we want everybody, not only in South Africa, but the world to hear you perform, yeah? Okay, he says he promised. Give me a pinky promise. He says he promises. Expresso fan, thank you so much for tuning in, listening, and supporting the youth of tomorrow. What a fantastic performer and a fantastic artist. Connor Foster is his name, never forget it. And in just a bit, we get into something so incredibly good. It is a cheesy bake, and then also we've got to defrost the cost. When it comes to winter, we want to make sure we plug you in on the best of deals. But one more time, can we give it up for Connor Foster? Woo!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I told you that we have got the plug for you. Now, winter's got a bite, but staying warm shouldn't burn a hole in your pocket, all right? It's time to defrost the cost with game and unlock practical, budget-friendly ways to beat the chill.
Yes, because we do need a little help, and I just stepped outside in my T-shirt, and it is
bad
freezing
idea.
out there, okay? So we do need to warm things up, but comfort is close at hand. So whether you're layering it up with soft, snuggly blankets, now up to 75% off, and they're really good quality, or maybe hunting for that heater that actually does the job, Game has got the goods to keep our home toasty and our budgets intact. So let's break it down. Let's start with the Gold Air Quartz Heater. Just 249 rand. So obviously very affordable. It's nice and compact. Great for small rooms or for personal use. I use it close to when I'm working on the PC. Close
That
to my
makes
legs.
sense, yes.
It
Just
just
to keep the
warms
feet
my
warm.
zone. I absolutely love it. It's sleek, it's lacquer, and it's perfect for the study. Okay, so
I'd
if
agree.
you are going to be studying really hard and you don't want to
Pulling
kind of
all-nighters.
step outside of the bubble, create a warm, beautiful little bubble for yourself.
In fact, I'm adding to
Yeah.
cart for our makeup room over there. It's always chilly in the morning.
And I did that yesterday. I put it out because it was too late to start a whole big fire process, and I put it out, moved the dog's bed, and then Leo came and put his little sausage
course.
rump right in front of it, just there. And I could just see his little rump glowing in the golden quartz heat.
Cute, man.
No, the pets love it as well.
Well, if you want to take a step up, there is a Logic 2-bar heater that's only 249 rand.
Sure.
Now, this is basic, of course, but it is effective, 269 rand rather. Radiating heating with a slim profile, plus it also has a quick heat setting. And if you plug it in during the evening while you've got your series going, I know you're going to finish the whole series in one sitting.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
And then start the next
next
season.
one, 'cause
And
you
it's going to
can.
happen like that.
'Cause you
Yeah,
can.
we're in an 8-season monster at the moment, which is, and it's traumatizing me, but
I
I
love that
need
for
my
you.
comfort around me. No, I like that because it warms quickly in the mornings when you're getting up at 4:30 or 3:30, whatever time you have to get up in the morning, exactly, and you need immediate warmth, okay?
Yes.
So you can just put your towel around you like that.
The memories
love
of
that.
putting our school jerseys over our heaters. Yes.
Well, funny enough, and up north in Joburg, it's chilly in a winter morning.
it's
You
icy.
need a gas heater, the KDAC compact gas heater. It'll warm your whole house. 999, that is an unbelievably good price. Premium pick for large rooms. As I said, a small house will be warmed up by a gas heater. It's portable, it features long-lasting warmth, and he has a little tip, perfect for family spaces, the bigger lounge where you don't have to worry about load shedding as well.
That's true.
But for me, that feeling of like I was going to be okay once I got out of the shower in the morning and getting ready for school, once I could smell the gas heater, and then it was just fine. You're going to be all right.
The toes are warm, the hands are
Layer
warm,
up.
the body is warm. I love that. So whichever one you go for, know that your heat is definitely going to be covered. You can use draft stoppers as well. I don't know if you knew this, so that it doesn't come through the wind and
We've
the
got long
iciness.
sausage
Dude,
dog.
no, stop it. Please, can I have some of those?
And they work
At the
perfectly.
doors.
I think the sausage dog was engineered so that we could have door stops and draft stoppers.
As long as you're
like
not using
that.
your actual
Is that
dog,
the
it's
official name, a
fine.
draft stopper?
It's a draft stopper.
I like that.
You got to say it with an accent
Yeah,
too.
it sounds very like a rosk. That sounds very like it's going to work. Here's something that is worth remembering because I move around a lot.
Yeah.
Heat one room, stay in that room during winter.
Period.
Don't let electricity carry everything, okay? Just be a bit more kind of strategic about the room.
That's a good one. Yeah, we stay in the lounge and then we sleep on the couch and then we watch this and then we eat it. You know what I mean? Keep it in one place. Also, layering clothing goes a long way. Use socks, use slippers, just to reduce heater dependency. We know we want to put it on 12 hours of the day, but if you can keep yourself warm and regulate your body temperature.
So now we added
this is
heater
good.
dependency to our list of things that potentially could go wrong. Come on, man. And then just get this, okay? Believe it or not, you don't need a toasty, unbelievably sauna-like room to sleep in. And that is how you get sick, believe it or not. It's the change in temperatures. But a little bit of cool isn't a bad thing if you're laid up and you're warm. Turn the heater off before you go to sleep, especially if there is a danger involved. You want to make sure that you're looking after, and obviously all the heaters that we are selling or that we're pushing today, super safe.
Yeah.
But just look after yourself in that sense.
Use them responsibly. I think
Exactly.
that's really important.
Exactly.
But, you know, the sluggy blankets always are part of you and part of the layering. So from snuggly blankets to smart heating solutions, there's no reason to suffer throughout this cold
Do you know what you
season.
can do?
Tell me.
You can stand really close to an oven that is working. Okay?
I can just put my hands
I
there.
know, my hands are freezing. I've got really
You
bad
need to.
circulation, so I need to get closer to some warm food.
Go ahead.
Come and cook with me in a moment.
Please prepare the way. Okay, with Game's Defrost the Cost deals, you can stay warm and save big, but hurry because these deals are heating up and won't last forever. So head to your nearest Game, or you can shop online. You can go to the website game.co.za.
All right, so this is super easy. It is delicious. It's unctuous, as our beautiful friend Mr. Wasty would say. It's got all the right kind of flavor notes as well, and it's perfect for winter. It's time for a bake, and if you're looking for a comforting, crowd-pleasing dish that's packed with all the right kind of nutrients, the right kind of veggies we need, and then smothered in creamy cheese sauce, you're in the right place. We are making a cheesy veggie bake, an easy family-friendly recipe that turns humble frozen veggies into something truly satisfying. Simple, and it is guaranteed to disappear fast. And you, of course, tried this, and you feel like you need another attempt.
Don't remind me. Yesterday, I tried to do like a little Sunday meal, and it did not turn out like this. So this is the bechamel.
What broke down? Yeah.
This separated, and I've been trying to figure out with Tiffany, is it the flour? Is it me? Is it the milk? Is it the cheese?
Do you know what I think it was?
Tell me.
You.
It was
I have a feeling, no, because it's generally me. It's always me.
So I'm taking the tips today.
Yeah, I'm going to use the cornstarch to make the making of our bechamel. I know I'm kind of using the term loosely, but it does make it a lot easier. And I'm thinking perfect size for our beautiful chops.
I like this.
So easy peasy. We have got our milk in the dish. We have fortified with butter.
Nice.
Now we have got our cornstarch and our milk. Now, what does your gut say? Should we just pour it all in and mix it together, or should
Don't listen to my gut. I clearly
how
did
do you
something
feel?
wrong yesterday. I'm watching your gut.
I'm going to pour the milk in.
Okay.
And I'm going to mix the sauce in.
We'll find out in a bit.
I'm crazy. No, I saw a whisk, and I'm willing to...
It's not the mini one today.
It's not. So was this your method that failed?
No, what did I do? I put butter, and then I put flour, and then I put milk, and then I put cheese.
I don't know, maybe the cheese separated a little bit, because I know you've got to work your bechamel up. You know, you've got to start with a paste, and you've got to gradually introduce a little bit of milk, a little bit of milk. Maybe it was, but this is actually really forgiving. The cornstarch mixes in beautifully. It's not lumpy.
Oh, that's
but I think if you, as a rule, if you're mixing flour or anything into, I think it does help to mix it with some cool water first.
Okay.
And then you're not just introducing a dry powder into the hot mixture.
Oh, like a slurry before.
Yeah, you're introducing one. Slurry is a nice term. I'm sure that's even the official culinary term. But you're introducing kind of a wet mixture into a wet, which is going to be a lot less lumpy. But with the cornstarch, you are winning, and you just have to make sure that it doesn't kind of stick to the bottom too much, and you've got to keep it moving.
I also use nutmeg in mine, but this is
that
some mustard, I think.
Dijon mustard. Put it in there, my friend. Put it in. Dijon, or most mustard flavor profiles work really nicely with cheese. So you'll often find a little bit of Dijon will find its way into a mac and cheese, for instance. And it also works with nutmeg, believe it or not. So you can add layers to your cheesy dishes.
That's true. I even put paprika. Maybe this is where I went wrong. I was doing too much.
You just did everything all at once.
Doing all at once, exactly.
Okay, and that's coming down.
And then I saw that my flour expired in April, so maybe that was it.
Does flour expire?
That's what I was saying. Flour never expires.
I'm sure it's an organic thing, so it must expire.
Oh.
Okay. Now we are going to mix in. Oh, that is going to be so creamy. That's beautiful. So half of the cheese.
Half the cheese.
And then the other half we're going to put on top to make it amazing.
Okay, that looks hot.
Okay, we're using a nice strong cheese. Go with cheddar. Go with the aged cheddar. Go with like a 12-year-old cheddar.
12-year-old.
Come on.
Okay.
No, that's me. I like a funky cheese. And this is going to kind of mix and thicken beautifully to become
incredible. Look at this consistency.
I know we keep calling it bechamel. I don't know if with cornstarch, if it officially would be that.
It's a white sauce.
But it's a beautiful cheesy white sauce.
Yeah.
We have pre-cooked our veggies just a little bit, but notice how they still have a beautiful bright color.
They do.
Don't cook out the nutrients, and I think kind of the nutrients is the color. My little brain seems to
That's what I would say
correlate.
Too. And you also still want to bite when you cut into it.
Look how this is thickening up.
Okay, stop bragging about your beautiful white
and it's
sauce.
not even separating a little bit. No, I think the cornstarch does really make it easy. Okay, I'm going to turn that guy off.
Can I throw this over?
Do it.
Am I jumping the gun?
No, you're not. You are. Your energy has been perfect today.
Good.
This fearless, just embracing whatever's right in front of you.
Amen.
I
it's a
love
Monday,
it.
so I thought, why not? Okay, so we throw the white sauce right in.
Sure. And I think the introduction of the salt and pepper here is vital. The pepper in particular, I know salt always steals the show, but for me, the pepperiness is just going to add another layer to this. It's not too heavy, it's not too spicy, it's just beautiful. But you can layer in, excuse the pun, your own joy. And if you want the recipe, the base, the jumping off point, scan the QR code on the screen. We've made it as easy as possible. And then go crazy. Go crazy with your cheese.
Go crazy. She's a cheese
and then bake, because obviously it's cooked. It just needs to crisp up and look delicious. So 20 to 25 minutes should get you there. I would grill it a little bit at the end because I want crispy cheese on the top, yo.
Yeah,
I need it.
standard.
And then think of that contrast of textures. You've got the crispy, you've got the tangy, you've got absolutely everything. So hopefully you have scanned that QR code and hopefully your bechamel turns out like that, guys.
Okay, I've taken notes.
Wow.
Give me another chance, man.
No, you are doing it, girl. You're in your kitchen. You're creating amazing things. Can you do it better? We want to see pictures. We'll see you now. That looks amazing.
That actually looks good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Our superstar performer is standing by to blow your mind yet again, so I'm going to be quick with this, but it's important to hear. This Monday could be your best Monday ever if you play your daily lotto, because R500,000, 500,000 is sitting in the jackpot. Get your tickets. Go in-store as soon as they open. Online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use the mobile app on your phone right now. You can use your cell phone banking setup, or you can dial *120 *7529# for the USSD, and we'll keep those details up on the Expresso socials. So while you're checking out our amazing content this morning, this one falling in love with the camera because she's let radio down. We will, of course, give you all those details to look at, and that 500,000 Rand jackpot could be yours. Good luck.
Well, listen, if you're still pondering what to do for the rest of the day, take the next few minutes to just escape into the world of Connor Foster. He's taken to the stage right now to perform the final song and send us into our Monday. And this time around, it's all about The Greatest Showman.
Of course.
So, I hope you guys will enjoy the song. I've been practicing it, and now I'm going to sing Never Enough by The Greatest Showman.
I'm trying to hold to my breath. Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. I set off the dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand. from the night sky will never be enough. Never be enough. Pounds of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towns of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough.
Are you joking? Connor
Foster in the house.
You got to remember that name.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think we need to make you remember that name. I think he's done it himself. Take a bow, you unbelievably gifted young man.
Wow.
And of course, Mommy is just losing it because everyone, literally from every corner of our studios, come down to watch. But we love it. Imagine where he's going to be in about 10 years from now. And he will come back here because he has started the manifestation process on the show.
Him and Robin just sitting on our couch talking about their successes. Speaking about success, we were fantastic.
You were great.
It was me. This is my serving to you, Expresso fam. Please make sure you try this. Lamb chops paired with a veggie bake. Absolutely divine.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Mwah.
Okay, let's dish.
Nicely done, girl. Well done. That was a good show.